It's the big day. You're having the baby. And while you're excited, you're also probably a little bit nervous. Delivery day jitters are normal. And March's issue of American Baby magazine puts to rest some of the common fears shared by lots of expectant moms. For more now, we're joined by Tricia O'Brien, features editor for American Baby. Good morning.
Good morning.
Always good to have you here. All right, so this is the perfect kind of segment because I have not had children, so I have all these fears or worries or concerns. So let's run through them.
Okay.
First of all, the pain, I'll be in terrible pain. How true is that?
This is the #1 concern, and I'm not going to gloss over this. There will be pain in labor. Contractions can be painful, but there are a lot of things you can do to counteract that pain. There are a lot of drugs out there, from an epidural to narcotics, and there are a lot of different techniques you can use, whether it's walking around, getting in different positions, getting in the water, that type of thing. That can really help.
Okay, that's good to know because you don't want to be in pain on that day. We always love reporting on these stories. The baby that the woman had on the way to the hospital in the car.
Right.
How likely is that?
It's very, very unlikely. It does happen, and we read about it because it's a good story, but it's really unlikely to happen, especially in first-time moms. And in the very unlikely case that it does happen, things usually turn out okay.
Let's go back to that pain issue. The epidural doesn't work. I've heard stories that people complain they got it and it just didn't kick in.
You know what? If that happens, it's not a really big deal. You can say to your doctor, this isn't working, and they can put another one in it. The thing is that you're in the hospital, you're being monitored. You can say, this isn't working.
Needles scare me. Do you have to watch some of these needles go in you or not really?
You know what? You don't have to watch it go in you. The most painful part of an epidural is when they put a needle in beforehand. It's a numbing medication, and it feels like a little bee sting. But then they put it in behind you, so you won't even see it happening. The hardest part is to sit still through the active contractions.
Okay, so just look forward.
Exactly.
One of my best girlfriends just had a baby, and she told me she had contractions. She felt like she was in labor for an extended period of time. How long can women expect for that to go on?
Labor can vary wildly, but there's a couple stages to labor. Now, initial stages of labor, you can do a lot of different things during that. You might be flipping through magazines, you're cleaning the house, you're getting ready for the baby. It's not all that painful.
Like an average day.
When you're in active labor, that might last like 8 to 10 to 12 hours. But once your water breaks, most doctors aren't going to let you go more than 24 hours.
And what about C-sections?
This is a big fear. A lot of people have an idea. Everyone has an idea in mind. This is how I want my labor to go. It doesn't usually involve a C-section, but you have to remember, when a doctor does perform one, it really means something's going wrong. They just want the best outcome for mom and baby.
And then there's some women that actually opt for C-sections, right? Maybe on the second or third child.
Some women do, and also if you've had a C-section before, a lot of times doctors require that you go with a C-section the next time around for safety purposes.
All right, Tricia O'Brien, great information. Thank you so much.
Thank you.